welcome to the Multicultural Sports Club KRANK program. We're doing mini gardening today.
Keep moving, stay active.
My name is Brendan and I'm the Senior Sports and Recreation Officer for the Multicultural Sports Club.
I'm Janelle and I'm the Sports and Recreation Coordinator. I'm really excited to get my hands in nature and plant some flowers today.
I am new to gardening, but I'm excited and I'm here and I'm ready to go.
Awesome. So just to let you all know, we are not professional gardeners, but we both really enjoy being in the outdoors and having some fun and learning something new. So we thought we'd share it with you. If you are under the age of 10, we highly recommend that you do this with an adult or a carer or somebody over the age of 18 with you at home, and make sure you have lots of fun, unlock your creativity. We want to see the designs that you create today. Woo, I can't wait.
Let's get started.
Alright, well I'm ready to get started. So, do you want to run me through what I'll need in order to do this?
So what we need for this program is a pot to put our flower in. We're also going to be painting this pot, which is very exciting. A flower, as you can see here. Our flower, we're lucky enough to have bloom, however some of them are not. So you're going to have to take very good care of it to make sure that they get to look like this. We're going to supply some potting mix, some gloves, some paint, a paintbrush, some plant feed, and at the end of the program we want you to fill out your mini gardeners activity book.
If I don't happen to get all of this stuff, or I don't have that at home, is there another way that I can still do this project?
Absolutely. So what we'll be doing at the end of this program is putting up the items and a price list. And Janelle, you come up with a great idea of how you can use some things that you might have laying around the house. If you want to run us through that.
Yeah, so I found some things that I had laying around which I could use if I wanted to plant my own plant. I know a lot of people have these left over. They come with seeds already, so you don't need to go and buy a plant. You could also get some cuttings of some plants around outside if you'd like. There's also really great ways that you can actually plant old vegetables in the kitchen. So ask mum, dad or your carer who's in the house what you might be able to replant. You might have some old toilet paper rolls laying around. Keep those, they make a good pot, and I'll show you how to make that later. You may also just have a container like this. It can be any shape you like, also makes a great pot. Seen these before, Brendan?
Sure have.
Do you eat eggs? Great. Egg containers are useful for many different craft items. You can use these as a pot, but you can also use this to put your paints in. You'll still need some textures or some paints or
pencils, whatever you've got.
You could even stick on some paper really to decorate your pot.
Absolutely.
So heaps of different ways where you don't need to go out and buy anything new. Find something around the home, but if you get stuck and you need some help, you can always call or write to one of us and we'll give you some more ideas, but we can also send you through the activity booklet as well. Cool, I'm ready.
Let's get started.
Cool.
Okay, Janelle, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by painting our pot. I want you to paint a picture on this pot that reflects happiness, so something that makes you happy. Can you do that?
Absolutely, cool.
Alright, let's get started.
Do I need to protect my hands?
You can, yep, and so we don't make much mess. We can put some newspaper down, we can pop on our gloves, and we can have our paintbrush, our paints, and our water ready to go.
Okay, Brendan, I'm just popping on some gloves. I was wondering though, because I actually like doing stuff with my family and friends. Do you want to help me paint my pot?
I sure can. I'm no artist, but let's do it.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's start.
Get my paintbrush.
Get your water ready. Let's share this. Alright, now can you tell me a little bit about what you're painting and why this makes you think of happiness?
Alright, well instantly I thought of a couple of things that I really like. I do really enjoy the outdoors, so I'm going to try and use some vibrant outdoorsy colours.
Okay.
But I am madly in love with coffee. Some would say obsessed. And the reason that I really like coffee is because it brings people together. It builds networks, it makes friendship, it allows for people to have really deep conversations. Gosh, I've had some great conversations with my family and friends over coffee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I really like making coffee as well. So that's what I'm going to draw today. What are you going to do?
Right, so for me, I'm the same. I love the outdoors. And I haven't been to the beach in a while, so I'm going to draw the beach. I don't have any blue, but that's okay. It's going to be...
Can we make blue?
That's okay, we're going to use our imaginations, and my water is going to be pink.
Right, I love that. Like, almost like we're entering into a dreamland.
So while painting your pot, you can do whatever you like, use whatever colours you like, it doesn't matter, as long as it makes you think of something happy.
I also like the process of painting. It's quite, like you have to be really present and focused, so it makes you feel good.
Absolutely. Alright, so like Janelle was just saying, maybe it's easy to use some other items that you have around the house. You can use a texter, you can use a pencil. I'm pretty sure it'll show up pretty well in here. So I'm going to use a whiteboard marker to draw my family. How you going, Janelle?
Wow. That makes you happy and it connects with your son.
Nice.
Cool. Cool!
Alright Janelle, so now that our pot is dry, we're going to start by popping some soil in and getting it ready to put in our plant. So this is a messy job, I'm getting it all over the table, but that's okay, as long as we're ready to clean it up. So I'm going to grab some soil, I'm going to pop it in, and I'm going to slightly pat it down to even it out, and open up, make a little opening so that I can pop the flower in. So now we're going to grab our flower, Janelle. This is a nice bright orange flower. It's called a Cosmos. I picked this up from your local Bunnings and I believe it was $2, so very affordable. We have one here that has blooms already, and then we've got a couple that are on their way to bloom. So the only way we're going to get them there is if we look after this flower, if we give it some plant feed, if we're going to water it daily and give it a little bit of sun. So I'm going to leave that to you to look after your flower, and it's going to grow as big as you want it to, and for as long as you look after it.
Nice.
So what I'm going to get you to do, Janelle, is take the pot.
Yep.
You're going to squeeze the edges, so all four sides.
Oh, yeah.
And what that's going to do is it's going to loosen the roots up, so that when we take the flower out, it's not going to stick to the bottom and damage any of the roots, because we need those roots to be strong and healthy to grow.
Cool.
So now what I call is the scissor. You're going to put your fingers between the flower and lift it up, letting any of the extra soil drop into our pot, and we're going to place it down like so. Once we spread that and even it out a little bit, we need a little bit more soil to make it blend in and to cover it from the top.
Okay.
So,
What's the next step, Brendan?
Alright, so now we need to ensure that our plant is ready to go.
Okay.
So we're going to add a little bit of water and a little bit of plant seed. So to ensure that our plant is going to keep going, we need to make sure that we're giving it a bit of feed and watering it daily. So Janelle, what I'm going to get you to do is open up your little bit of water.
Okay.
And you're just going to pop a little bit inside to wet the top of the soil. You don't want too much because you don't want to drown your plant. Yeah, that is perfect. So as you can see, that's soaking it all the way in. It's going to go down to the roots of the plant. And now I'm going to get you to grab a little bit of your plant feed. So for this one, I want you to pop on some gloves.
Okay, awesome. Yep, hand it over.
Alright, Janelle, so since we're new to doing this whole planting a flower thing, can you just tell me a little bit about the plant feed?
Yeah, so I also don't know a lot about fertilizer, which is plant food. So it's food that your plants need to get their nutrients. So much like we need to eat, so do plants. And a lot of soil doesn't always have the right nutrients in it. So what we're going to read in the instructions is how much we need to put in and then how often we need to actually feed our plants other than water.
Right.
And it's different for each plant. So if you do want to look after your plant well, make sure you do a little bit of research, or sometimes they come with an information tag like this one has. Read this. It says, sprinkle power feed around the plant stem and mix into the soil. Do not apply too close to the main stem and water thoroughly after you have applied. It also says that we should only give this size of a pot about 1 tablespoon of feed every 2 to 3 weeks. From memory, this one definitely needs to be with an adult.
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct.
So it kind of looks like you can eat it, but you definitely cannot. Alright, so how much do I need to pop on a plant this size?
Okay, so for a plant this size, I would say you just need a pinch. So as if we're going to grab some salt and pop it onto our steak. Maybe just pat it down a little bit so it's sinking into that soil. So now that we've popped the seed in, should we go and put a little bit of water?
Yeah, we should definitely feed the feed.
Let's do it.
In this case, we've planted into a pot and we're probably working inside to stay safe, but sometimes I might be working outside in the garden. So what kind of things do I need to think about if I'm outside and working in the garden?
So I'm glad you mentioned that, Janelle. You are right. When you're working outside, it's completely different to being inside. When we're outside, we need to make sure we're wearing a hat. We've put on some sunscreen. We've got gloves. And we're taking water breaks and stepping out in the sun for a bit. Try and be in a shaded spot.
Okay, and so if I'm outside and I'm 9 years old, do I need somebody with me?
I think it would be the best to have an adult present or even an older sibling, someone who is there checking on you, helping you if you need any help, and just making sure that we're all being safe.
Cool, and I think also if you don't know, just make sure we ask somebody who will know.
Absolutely.
Cool. Can't wait for this to grow, but what I'm going to need is some patience. I'm going to water it when I need to, which will in this case be every couple of days, and I'm going to be wishing and saying good morning and asking how my plant's going just to make sure that it grows. This plant looks so great right now. It's healthy. There are definitely some things to look out for. Plants actually let us know what they're feeling. So if their leaves start to get really droopy, or if some around the bottom get brown or start to drop off, that's a good sign that it needs some more water. So make sure you do give it a good feed, but don't drown it. Plants can drown as well. Try to learn to understand what your plant is asking for. Plants also need sun, you know, like we do. We need to get outside and get our vitamin D. Plants need sun to survive. So make sure when you're looking at somewhere to find where you want to keep the plant that it is getting sunlight within the house. Again, each plant needs a different amount of sunlight, so just make sure you read the tag on your plant, or do some research if you can and ask someone that might know. I think that's the end of our little mini gardeners project for today. That was so much fun.
Thanks for joining me, Janelle. I had a great time and I've learned so much more about planting.
I think we should just hold hands now.
Let's do it. So now that we've finished our pot plants and we've cleaned up our workspace, what we're going to do is show everyone our Mini Gardeners activity booklet.
Cool. Can I just say that our pot plants look amazing and they make me feel really happy.
They look great. And this one, I'm excited to see what it looks like once it starts to grow. Alright, so everyone at home who was able to register for this program, you would have received a Mini Gardeners activity booklet. What you need to do with this one is fill it out, colour it in and make it the way you want it to be.
I love this booklet. Can I just have a look what's in it?
Absolutely.
So, It opens up backwards. It's just to make you think a little bit more. So there's some colouring in there, spot the difference. Connect the dots, is that what you call it? Dot to dot?
Dot to dot.
Somewhere for me to put like my photos and my memories. So this one's just blank, but
Just a blank page.
it's nice for you to record. You could draw a picture, you could stick some leaves maybe, or a flower. You can dry out some flowers, that's a nice thing to do afterwards. A story about how you did your little gardeners, which is really nice, and a word find.
Perfect. So thank you so much for joining in on our program. And if you would like to get a copy of the booklet because you missed out on the registration, please email us at sport@myq.org.au. Any inquiries, please email us at sport@myq.org.au or call us on 04 17 256 343.
If you do want to be involved and you miss out this time, don't worry. We're going to try to get more packs so everybody can be involved. And don't forget there are other ways that you can participate. Join our Facebook group. It's called Keep Moving, Stay Active. We'll be uploading lots of different activities on there and competitions as well that you can be involved in and win some prizes, because we want to make sure in this situation we all keep moving, we're connected, and we're just feeling really good all the time. Okay, this won't be the last competition, everybody. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.